so this is my first video to upload on here, and just kind of wanted to share this build out with you guys. I know there's a lot of people that are upset with Predator's Mark and thought there wasn't a counter to it, but in all actuality there is. And I'm going to show you this build. As you can tell in this video, then I'm still able to face tank with a little bit, but I'm not the greatest of shot at all. My aim is so potato, it's not even funny. But as far as survivability, whenever I get put on bleed, if you notice my health bar, then it's actually healing. So what I'm using is a 5-piece final measure for a EDR at 83%, and I'm using a rehabilitated mask that heals me for 2% of my health every second that I'm on a status effect. Alright, over here I'm actually going to use the disruptor to heal myself by putting myself on a status effect. So instead of using a medkit, I can save those for my teammates or when I'm urgently in need of it. But using combat medic, it's better to help out the teammates than to use it for myself. And then I use my box to heal myself also, or my teammates.
Left and you're winning. That's a win.
Alright, over here was a little bit of gameplay from the Dark Zone. We came across the team. We weren't in the best of positions, but they definitely had the advantage on us. So at first I started to try and just help out the team and try and get them some heals. Obviously I'm not going to be able to do that much damage against that team, especially after they just popped attack link. So try my best to avoid and put some CC out there and cover the team. Over here I'm going to actually use a disruptor again to heal myself, or put them on status effect to stop them from healing. Now after I see that a majority of my team is going down or already dead, then I'm in evasive maneuvers at that point. So I got 3-on-1 and just not a good situation. So my job is to kind of hold it out until my team revives and gets back in the fight. So I'm doing the whole roly-poly, trying to avoid, and I'm going to use status effects as much as I can to heal myself. And yes, you can get a status effect from a grenade, so grenades will ultimately heal me as well. So the survivability is there as long as you know how to move. And my team starts to come back up and they finish them off.
down. Rogue status.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to a striker build that doesn't have any EDR on it. And just going to go ahead and show you what his bleed damage does to me here.
You've disavowed a division and unlocked as rogue. Contamination event detected below street level. Contamination level rising below street level.
Alright, I switched over to my final measure 5-piece with the rehabilitated mask. And once he puts me on bleed, you can see that I'm actually healing more than he's bleeding me for, including with the crits. Alright, we'll go ahead and get into the build now. So on my house, not the one I want, but I'll work with what I got. Responsive and predatory. Secondary, it's up to you, whatever you want to choose. But I like having determined on there just to be able to get my health back. On the chest piece, EDR with health and stamina roll. But every mod that I'm going to be using on my gear, then it's always going to have EDR on it. So the highest EDR roll you can get is a 2.5%, and I kind of split it up between firearms and stamina because the more health, the better. So on my backpack, I rolled health and stamina roll, of course. I would have much rather have bleed resist instead of disorient, but I got to work with what I got. And you want to have a sticky bomb explosion radius because you're going to use your EMP, and that's part of how you heal. I wish I could have got gloves with crit, but working with what I got. On my holster, then want to have crit chance, and you definitely want to have your sticky bomb explosion radius. On your knee pads, you definitely want to have your EDR on there. And on your mask, you want to use a rehabilitated mask. Your major roll, you always want to have the EDR on there and burn resistance for your minor. That's where your staple is on the build. That's how you're actually going to heal yourself most of the time.
All civilians are encouraged to participate in healthy exercise and activities.
Alright, going through the stats, then your biggest thing is you want to have health. At 384k max health, I'm healing for 7.6k per second that I'm on a status effect. And I'm having a 83% EDR, so that blocks a majority of the bleed damage. Well, that's the build. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and use it how you can. Rehabilitated's a lot stronger now that we have a higher health. If you guys like it, please subscribe. If you don't, let me know what you think you can do besides aim better, because I know my aim is horrible. But I'm going to show you, like right here, you can heal yourself with a grenade. Why waste a med kit? Alright y'all, enjoy.